Morning students. In today's lecture we will learn the statistical entropy or the residual entropy. So statistical entropy is the entropy which is related to the dispersal of energy, and that the partition function, and it is a measure of the number of states that are thermally accessible. Means simply, as we know the general definition of the entropy, so simply entropy, it is a dispersal of energy, it is a measure of disorder. And here we are learning the entropy term in terms of the statistical thermodynamics. So the entropy is related to the number of states which are thermally accessible, and we are going to distribute the number of particles, atoms or molecules in that available energy states. So simply the number of molecules having the energy, so simply there is a dispersion of energy, and this term is known as the entropy. So entropy is related to the dispersion of energy and the partition function, which is a measure of the number of states that are thermally accessible. So this is the statistical entropy, and that can be calculated by using equation capital S is equal to K ln W. K is the Boltzmann constant and W is the weight of configuration. So we will see the statistical entropy, which is known as a residual entropy also. So residual entropy, it is the entropy which associated with the orientation of the molecular crystal at low temperature when temperature T is equal to 0 Kelvin. So simply the entropy is related to the orientation of the molecule or related to the weight of configuration, and we know the definition of the weight of configuration. It is simply a way by which we can rearrange the configuration. So this is for a molecular crystal when the temperature T is equal to 0. And for example, consider a carbon monoxide molecule. For carbon monoxide molecule, two different orientations are possible as a CO and OC, and entropy is calculated by using equation S is equal to K ln W. Here S is the entropy, K is the Boltzmann constant and W is the weight of configuration. So simply for the carbon monoxide, calculated entropy is 5.8 joule per Kelvin per mole. So this is the value. So in next slide we will see how that value came, 5.8 joule per Kelvin per mole. So we will see how the entropy of any crystal or any molecular crystal like carbon monoxide at temperature T is equal to 0 we can calculate easily by finding the number of orientation or number of ways, by finding weight of configuration by which we can rearrange the molecule. So see, here is the question. Carbon monoxide is in a crystalline form at a 0 Kelvin. So we have to find out the entropy of a carbon monoxide. So our equation of entropy is S is equal to K ln W. Suppose capital N is the total number of carbon monoxide molecules. So simply we have two orientations of the carbon monoxide as a CO, and second orientation is OC. Means simply the ways by which we can write the molecule, we can write as a CO or OC, meaning it's same. So simply we have total number of capital N number of molecules of carbon monoxide, and by rearranging this we have 50% of the carbon monoxide CO and the 50 in the form of OC. So we can write the N is 100%. So simply 50 means what? 100 by 2. So N by 2. This is the molecule of carbon monoxide and N by 2 of the OC molecules. So we have the probability N by 2 number of molecules are of OC and N by 2 are of a CO. So just find out the weight of configuration. So weight of configuration equation, as we know, W is equal to n factorial divided by n1 factorial into n2 factorial into n3 factorial and so on. So simply small n represents the number of molecules present in the each state and capital N represents the total number of molecules present in the system. So simply we can write here we have n by 2 of CO and n by 2 molecules are of OC. So just put value instead of n0 factorial and n1 factorial. So just I have written equation W is equal to n factorial divided by this one n by 2 factorial for CO molecule into n by 2 factorial for OC molecule. So this is the equation of weight of configuration and we want to simplify this equation. So just take ln of both sides of equations of W. So by taking ln W is equal to ln of n factorial divided by n by 2 factorial into n by 2 factorial. So just we have taken the ln of this equation and written the equation here. So just simplify the equation of ln W. ln W is equal to ln of n factorial minus in a bracket ln of n by 2 factorial plus ln of n by 2 factorial, bracket complete. So how I have simplified this equation? So according to mathematical rule, ln of x upon y is equal to what? ln of x minus ln of y. So simply we can write ln of n factorial minus ln of this term. So when ln of x into y is there, you can write ln of x plus ln of y. So by this way, I have simplified this equation and written in the form of this. ln W is equal to ln of n factorial minus in bracket ln of n by 2 factorial plus ln of n by 2 factorial. Bracket complete. Now, we can write ln W is equal to ln of n factorial minus. So, by taking addition of these two terms, because both terms are same, so we can write 2 because these terms are twice. So, twice ln of n factorial or n by 2 factorial. So, this is the combination of this 2 ln of n by 2 factorial. Here 2 does not get cancelled because here is a factorial. Now, just apply the Stirling approximation to these two terms. By using Stirling approximation, we can simplify the factorial terms very easily. As we know the rule, we have seen in one lecture, ln of x factorial is equal to what? X ln of x minus x. According to this rule, we have simplified this equation n ln of n minus n. This is by using Stirling approximation. Minus same way we can simplify this term also. 2 outside the bracket, in a bracket n by 2 ln of n by 2 minus n by 2. This is the Stirling approximation applied. Now just simplify the equation again. Write this as it is n ln of n minus n minus multiply this 2 in the bracket terms. So 2n by 2 into ln of n by 2 plus 2n divided by 2. So minus term get positive. So this term will be positive. So here 2 get cancelled, here 2 get cancelled. And the final equation will be ln W is equal to n ln of n minus capital N minus here n is remain only. So ln of n ln of n by 2 plus n is here. So minus n and plus n, these two terms will get cancelled. So remaining equation will be ln W is equal to n ln of n minus n ln of n by 2. Now we have to simplify again this term. So according to rule, ln of x upon y is equal to ln of x minus ln of y. So by this way we have to simplify this term and writing the new equation. So ln W is equal to ln of n. This equation I have written as it is and simplified this one. So n ln of n, this is the first term, plus n ln of 2, this is the second term, and simplified according to this rule. Ln of x upon y is equal to ln of x minus ln of y. So minus minus get positive, so this term will be plus n ln of 2. So here positive and negative term, these two terms get cancelled and remaining term is only this. Ln w is equal to n ln of 2. So this is the equation by which we can calculate the ln w. Now the definition of entropy we know. The definition of entropy or the residual entropy which we have written is S is equal to K ln W. K is the Boltzmann constant, S is the entropy and W is the weight of configuration. So now we have the value of ln W. Just put value in this equation. Instead of this ln W, write n ln of 2. So S is equal to K into capital N into ln of 2. This is the equation. So we can write this equation in terms of S is equal to R ln of 2. Here R is the molar gas constant. So why I have written R instead of this Kn? We will see in next slide. Because capital N is equal to number of moles into Avogadro's number of molecules. So simply N into capital Na is equal to capital N. Na is the Avogadro's number. So N is equal to small n into Na and R is equal to K into N. So we can write simply capital R is equal to small n into Na into K. So N is the number of moles, Na is Avogadro number of molecules and K is the Boltzmann constant. So everything is involved in the capital R, that is the molar gas constant. So we have taken this as a final equation for carbon monoxide. S is equal to R ln of 2. So just put value of R. So ln of 2 will come 0.62. So 0.62 into R. This is the entropy. Now put the value of R. R is a 8.314 joule per Kelvin per mole. So just put value in the entropy equation and calculate on calci. It will come 5.762 joule per Kelvin per mole for carbon monoxide crystal when temperature is T is equal to 0. The entropy is equal to 5.762 joule per Kelvin per mole. So by this way, you can calculate the entropy or the residual entropy for any molecule where you can get the orientations. For example, CH3D. So for CH3D, we can rearrange this molecule in 4 ways as a CH3D, DCH3, H3CD or CDH3. Means there are 4 orientations and we have total number of molecules are capital N. Now we have 4 orientations, so we can divide N by 4 for each orientation. So N by 4, N by 4, N by 4 and N by 4. These are the 4 ways by which we can rearrange the molecule CH3D. So simply we can write S is equal to R ln of 4 and the entropy will be for CH3D, it will come 11.52 joule per Kelvin per mole. So by this way you can calculate the entropy for SCN or SCN and so many molecules.